Hello everyone, it's Michelle at Peacefully Creating, and today is Tuesday's Tips, Tricks, and Kits Day. I would like to introduce you to a Stampin' Up! Kit. First of all, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to either leave comments below the video or you could email me privately. I would love to hear from you. And the kit today that we're going to use is a whimsical Christmas kit. And here it is. You get to make 8 cards from this kit, 4 of each kind. One thing that I really enjoy about the Stampin' Up! Kits, the instructions are very clear. There is a website that helps you with those. And these are the 2 places you can scan to get that. Inside the kit, I'll show you in a minute what you will get. But the instructions are very clear, and we will go ahead and start this project. So let me show you with what comes with the kit. So I'm going to set that over to the side. We will get 8 envelopes with the gold foiling. Beautiful. 8 of them. You will get 4 card bases with already some gold foil on it. 4 of these. This one I've done several with. Matter of fact, yesterday was my first time having people over to stamp with me. Oh, it was so much fun, and everyone enjoyed themselves, including myself. We can't wait for the next one. If you live in the area, feel free to join us. It is always going to be the last Monday of the month from 6 to 8:30, and we did just this card. It was their first time stamping, so I had lots of tips and tricks to give them. This is what this card turns out to look like. Isn't that adorable? All the elements are in the project. The only thing you need are scissors. Also in the kit came dimensionals. Also came these stars and snowflakes. They're so pretty and they sparkle. I'm going to open this little bag up. I apologize if that cellophane is not pleasing to your ears. So this comes in the kit. Also, you will have 4 of these characters, whimsical characters. They're elves of some kind. Looks like a female elf trying to put a star on the tree. You will get plenty of tags. You have 2 different types. We also have, we're given 4 of these elves on a sleigh. Excuse me, they're not on the sleigh. An elf pulling the sleigh. And in behind, there's an elf walking. Of course, you don't have to use any of these in the exact same way that Stampin' Up! Suggests. You can use it any way you want. I'm going to follow the kit to show you how simple and fun the kit can be. It's a great activity to do with your friends, your children, students, and so forth. You also get a roll of this gold cord. You also get the stamp, a stamp block, a stamp ink spot, which is the Knight of Navy, and of course, the needed glue dots. And that all comes in the kit. The kits are available on the Stampin' Up! Website. If you are interested in this kit, feel free to go to my site. I will link it also in the description of this video. Again, this particular card, I'm going to put it up here, has the sled. You could move the sled around. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I have it. You can change it up however you would like. And you would stamp this with the greeting that you want. The greetings that come with this are season's greetings, merriest Christmas to you, and then an inside message says wishing you peace, joy, and love now and throughout the coming year. It has stars and snow. We are going to do the Christmas tree one today. It's what it looks like finished. I stamped the snow. I stamped the merriest Christmas to you. Inside is the little message. And here are the snowflakes. And we're going to look at the instructions. For this kit, we are going to need this particular card base. We are going to need the envelope. So I will put the envelope to the side. We are going to need the star stamp. It says season's greetings. I prefer Merry Christmas, so I'm going to use the Merry Christmas. But if you prefer season's greetings, go ahead. Take the Merry Christmas. I'm going to put it upside down so it's ready to use. And we'll come back to the inner message in a little bit. It also says we need the stars, 5 of them. Tells me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it tells me about the gold star. I have a feeling that gold star is going to come really handy in just a second. And one of these. Let's go ahead and take the Night of Navy, and I'm going to open up this page so that we can see the instructions. If you notice in the instructions, they suggest to put 1 star, the gold gilded star, on top of the other star. And it just gives it that little extra sparkle. And I'm going to set that to the side. Let's take these stars. I'm going to stamp them up. There are a couple of ways to apply the ink to your polymer stamp. One of the things with polymer stamp is they absorb the ink very, very well. So when you wipe them off, there may look like they have been dyed and there's ink still left on them. They're perfectly fine to use. I go ahead and open up my ink spot and I tap, 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 tap. I like tapping from the top with the ink spot onto the stars or whatever stamp I have down. I just have better control that way. Another way some people do is this way. That is not my preference. You find out what works well for you when you work around this. This star set is going to add and embellish the background. So I'm going to close the card up because not all of it is going to be on the page. If you notice I stamped once, I'm going to stamp again. This is called a second stamp. And what that does is it makes it lighter and it looks lovely. Again, I'm tap, 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 tap. I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. And if it doesn't turn out exactly the way you want to, or the impression isn't there, that's okay, because it's your creative expression. I'm not going to stamp and ink up the whole entire stamp because I need to just use a small portion of it. I should have started closer to the tree. And since I didn't start closer to the tree, I need to protect the other portions that I've already stamped. If you notice, I'm taking another piece of white paper and I place it down there to give it a little extra protection. And here we go. Now I didn't overstamp it. I should have started with the tree, stamping close to the tree. It would have been easier. When you rotate the stamp, it allows it to have that free flow of a stamp instead of having it a precision. And it gives you more of that craft look. And let's finish up here. And there we have the stamping. You take the stamp off, and I'm going to apply the Merriest Christmas. And I'm going to grab the tag with the gold border on that, and then I'm going to again stamp just like that. Another tip is to huff or blow on the stamp that has been inked. It gives it more moisture. So I blew on it, and then I'm putting it right down. It seems to give it an even more crisp stamp, as you see there. It looks rather nice, I think. Okay, let's set that over to the side. Since this already has dimensionals on it, I noticed that there's a couple more spots that I would like to have dimensionals. These are Stampin' Up's precision scissors. They're very sharp and very handy. They're handy, they're sharp, and they also come with a case. The case, there's only one direction that the scissors will fit into the case. And because they are sharp, this case is very handy. I like them. As you noticed, I cut some of the remaining edge of the dimensionals. And now I'm going to set her somewhere on the card to see where I want it. Do I want it really close? Do I want it really far away? I think for me, that looks just fine. So I'll go ahead and peel off the dimensional backings. If you have a hard time with the dimensional backings, go ahead and use the Take Your Pick tool. And I'll show you that in just a second. Let me go ahead and set this fun character up here. There we go. Here is the multi-tool that's handy dandy. This is good for the next thing that I need. For example, I'm going to place stars on here. It's like a little spatula, and I just get to place them anywhere I want. I'm going to place 5 of them because in design practice, odd numbers are more appealing than even numbers. And my last one, there we go. See how handy that was, just getting right under that and pulling it off. There is a little lock button here, and on the opposite side, did you see that? Let's try it again. There's a lock, so it's locked. So if I pull on it, it's not going to go anywhere. Then I'm going to unlock it by twisting it, and I flip it over, and I lock it again. This will help me grab the dimensionals. I just stick it on the side, set it on the back, and then I peel it, get it started. I use that lovely little pointed end. That pointed end is very, very sharp. I'm going to take my scissors and cut a few more pieces to add to this particular message, like so. Then I'll take and pull that off. Everybody has to find their little knack at how to pull that off. And once you have it, it'll be easy. Just a second. I almost forgot an important part to add to this. There's also a lid to this. Therefore, you're safe from getting poked with that your take your pick tool. Let me move this out of the way. I need 8 inches of this gold cording. Another neat thing that comes with the kit is you have a measurement here. You have it in centimeters and you have it in inches. So again, everything's supplied for you. The only thing you need is a pair of scissors. What a fun little get-together activity to do. So I'm going to measure 8 because that's what it tells me right there. I'll take my scissors, give it a little snip, and we'll continue. According to the picture, it suggests that we go ahead and use the glue dots and put that threading here. I'll show you how it goes. These glue dots are wonderful. You see I'm picking it up with the take your pick. I find this, when I didn't have this, I struggled and struggled with getting all those little paper backings off. It takes a little learning curve, and then once you have it, it's easy. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Sometimes, just like anything, it takes a little patience. I enjoy doing it. So those are all off. And now I am going to wrap it and stick it. It doesn't matter exactly how just sort of like a little cluster. Some people say it's like a nest. This time I'm going to keep my ends of the thread inside and hidden. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the card that I had, the Merry's Christmas. Of course, would you think that I know what happened to it? Probably got stuck to the back of something, and there it is. It did, because I had already removed all of, so that happens. I ended up removing all of it, and it probably won't stick correctly, so I'm going to add some more glue dots to it. Again, these are just creative opportunities to find a different way to fix it. There's no right or wrong. Just go ahead and go, and you could put glue there. I could have used tear and tape and so forth. Again, the golden thread, I'm going to have the ends hide inside, and then I'm going to put this up like that. Just adds a little fun embellishment. And there is the outside of the card. How simple and quick and fun. We did this one last night. We had so much fun doing it. And again, it was their first time. And then this one. So let's open it up and put the sentiment in the center. Another trick and tip. When applying a long sentiment or any type of stamp, I always lay it down, and I also put my block on an angle. If I do this and I don't have it exactly centered, what happens is when I put it on the card or wherever I'm stamping, it doesn't always end up being straight. Most of the time it ends up crooked. So when I put it sideways like this, what happens is I am able to eye it up better. Now I'm going to go turn it over again, and I'm going to stamp it. And there it is. I'll give it a huff like I told you to get that crispness. Now I'm going to pull it a little bit closer so I can see. There we go. I have a feeling it's a little crooked, but that's okay. And there you have the sentiment inside. Along with that is the card and the envelope. And look how the gold foil is also enhanced by your envelope. There you go. It is called Christmas Whimsy card kit. There are other kits there, not just Christmas. There are so many different types of kits, even kits to do with your children or grandchildren, whoever you would like to use it, or anyone that is interested in fun, whimsical types of kits. There's also more serious kinds of kits, more elegant. There are just a lot of kits for everyone. So I hope you enjoyed today's kit for the Tips, Tricks, and Kits Day on Tuesdays. Bye. I'll see you next week.